Hello, everyone. My name is Jiggelmeister, and today a very interesting article was released by the New York Times, and I'm just here to read it with my friend Malcolm M14 Gaming. And
Hi.
Malcolm, would you care to explain what this article is?
Okay, so apparently, Donald Trump had his physical exam today, or at some point recently, with the physician that's been doing exams with the presidents for quite a while now, and he apparently had a perfect physical examination. So, yeah, here's the article.
Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. Once again, New York Times, very reputable, liberal newspaper released this info. Okay, so by Michael D. Shear, January 16th, 2018. Doctor declares Donald Trump's health excellent with perfect score on cognitive test. Okay, let's get into this. Washington. President Trump's White House physician said Tuesday that the president received a perfect score on a cognitive test designed to screen for neurological impairment, which the military doctor said was evidence that Mr. Trump does not suffer from mental issues that prevent him from functioning in office. So, we can't really say he's crazy. If he's doing something dumb, that just means he's being an idiot. So, there's not really a mental deficiency going on. I found no reason whatsoever to think that the president has any issues whatsoever with his thought processes, Dr. Ronnie L. Jackson, a rear admiral in the Navy and the White House physician, told reporters on Tuesday. We're going to do some research on this guy. Okay. Yeah, he was doing it for Obama, too. Yeah, he was the same guy that did the medical examinations on Obama. So this is not a guy that's biased towards Trump by any means. He's been doing this job since Obama. Okay. Mr. Trump's first physical examination as president was highly anticipated, in part because of an increasing number of public questions about his sometimes erratic behavior during his first year in office. A book published this month, Fire and Fury, by Michael Wolff, asserted that even Mr. Trump's own advisors and associates questioned the president's fitness for office. Mr. Trump, the doctor said, asked for the cognitive test to answer his critics and attempt to quell questions about his mental abilities. Overall, Dr. Jackson said, Mr. Trump's health was excellent, with mostly normal results on a battery of tests and examinations. He said Mr. Trump, 71 years old, he's the oldest president we've ever had, has remarkably good cardiac health, probably because he does not smoke or drink alcohol. Oh yeah, I forgot, he's a pretty sober guy.
That's cool.
Pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, that's
So
good. Good for
that's
him.
something I can respect him for. But he did say that Mr. Trump's weight is 239 pounds and that he is too sedentary. His cholesterol is too high despite taking medicine to lower it. And Dr. Jackson said Mr. Trump would be increasing the 10 milligram dosage of Crestor to better control it. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, dude, he's taller than you.
Whoa.
At 6 feet 3 inches tall, Mr. Trump has a body index of 29.9, which is just shy of officially being obese. A New York driver's license issued in 2012 listed him as being 6 feet 2 inches tall, which would put him just into the obese category. So is he obese or is he not? I don't know, but otherwise, all we know is that he's a thick boy and a big guy. All right. The president, he and I talked, Dr. Jackson said. He would like to lose 10 to 15 pounds. Hey, same. I relate to the president on this one. Finally, something. We talked about diet and exercise a lot. He's more enthusiastic about the diet part than the exercise part, but we're going to do both. Okay, that's insane. Okay? The food part is miserable. It's fun to go outside and, move, but controlling what you eat is not fun at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not.
I mean, I want my burgers.
Mmm. Beef.
Dr. Jackson said that despite expressions of concern, a cognitive test was not indicated for Mr. Trump, and he had not planned to conduct one at the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, where the president underwent his annual physical on Friday. Do you still do your physicals, Malcolm?
Yeah.
I don't.
Doctor touches my balls.
Oh. This has been the narrative for a while. He saw doing the physical as an opportunity to put some of that to put some of that to rest. Dr. Jackson said during a nearly hour-long question and answer session in the White House briefing room. He actively asked me to include that in it, so we did. Dr. Jackson said that Mr. Trump received a score of 30 out of 30 on the Montreal Cognitive Assessment, a well-known test regularly used at Walter Reed and other hospitals.
Oh my
The
gosh.
test is described as a rapid screening instrument for mild cognitive dysfunction that focuses on attention and concentration, executive functions, memory, language, and other mental skills. It asks patients to repeat a list of spoken words, identify pictures of animals like a lion or a camel, draw a cube, or draw a clock face set to a particular time. Yeah, if you ever taken an IQ test or any of these cognitive tests, lots of times they give you a lot of tasks that seem really random or disconnected, but it's really just testing your ability to think quickly
function.
and solve problems faster. Yeah, like functionality, which is cool.
Hmm.
Dr. Jackson said that the president did exceedingly well on the screening test, adding evidence to the doctor's own assessment that the president had been very sharp during numerous interactions he has had with him during the past year. Okay, so here's something interesting. There are two kinds of IQ, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's fluid IQ, and then there's crystallized IQ. And according to people like Dr. Peterson, Dr. Donald Trump is old, so his fluid IQ is lower than before, but his crystallized IQ is of a near genius level. And by the way, crystallized IQ is your intelligence and your skill set that you build over the course of your life. So it remains relatively consistent, whereas fluid IQ fluctuates. I mean, as you get older, you're not going to be as sharp as you were when you're in your 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Unless you're a stupid 20-year-old, but anyway. Psychiatric experts said that the brief 10 to 15 minute screening test is not comprehensive and might not catch all patients with early stages of dementia. Dr. Brandy Lee, the author of The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump, which expresses concern about the president's mental health, said in a brief interview that the president requires a full, detailed neuropsychiatric evaluation. However, Dr. Jackson said he had observed Mr. Trump closely, often several times a day for the past year, and was satisfied that the Montreal test is, quote-unquote, sensitive enough to have picked up serious cognitive issues if they are present. I mean, if he did perfect on it, I doubt there's a problem.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Asked about a much discussed episode in which the president seemed to slur his words during a televised speech in December about the Middle East, Dr. Jackson said that he and his team of a dozen specialists conducted several tests, including an ultrasound of his carotid arteries, to determine whether there might be a clinical explanation. Dr. Jackson said that all the tests were normal, leading him to believe that the slurred words might have been caused by a Sudafed, a medicine for nasal congestion that he prescribed for the president. He said Mr. Trump does not wear dentures of any kind, a popular theory on Twitter for the slurred words. So yeah, he even has all his teeth.
Wow.
In response to speculation on television and elsewhere that the president has mental health problems, Dr. Jackson said, in my opinion, that's just tabloid psychiatry. Got him. Got him good. The president's most fierce critics are unlikely to be satisfied by Dr. Jackson's pronouncements, but even top aides to former President Barack Obama were quick to praise Dr. Jackson, who also served as the White House physician to Mr. Obama. Dr. Jackson is a really phenomenal doctor and a really great guy, Dan Pfeiffer, Mr. Obama's senior advisor, posted Tuesday on Twitter. He and his team took great care of all of us for many years. Dr. Jackson said several times that he did not hold back any information about the president's health or the medicines he takes. He said the president had urged him to be forthcoming. I wonder what the results would have been for Bernie Sanders. He said, wow. I want you to get out there, and I want you to talk to them, and I want you to answer every question that they have, Dr. Jackson said, adding that Mr. Trump told Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the White House press secretary, not to pull the doctor off the podium until reporters are finished. Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's how confident he was in the results. Overall, Dr. Jackson repeatedly said that he was impressed by the president's health, saying tests revealed no evidence of cancer, lung problems, diabetes, or joint problems. Tests of the liver, kidney, and thyroid were all normal. In addition to the cholesterol medicine, Mr. Trump takes small doses of aspirin for heart health and a small dose of Prosipia, a medicine to treat male pattern baldness. Dr. Jackson said tests of the president's heart indicated excellent cardiac health,
my gosh.
especially for someone of his age. An echocardiogram showed that he had normal function of his main pumping chamber at 60 to 65%. Mr. Trump also performed above average on a treadmill exercise test. The president's cholesterol was elevated at 223 with an LDL measurement of 143 and an HDL level of 67. Dr. Jackson said that he had hoped the higher dose of Crestor would help Mr. Trump lower his LDL to under 120 over the next year. So you know what? I think high cholesterol is pretty minimal compared to all the other things that he's extremely healthy for. Dr. Richard A. Chazal? Dr. Richard A. Chazal, the immediate past president of the American College of Cardiology and the medical director sorry, y'all, of the Heart and Vascular Institute for Lee Memorial Health System in Fort Myers, called the report of Mr. Trump's health very reassuring. Based on the information Dr. Jackson provided about the president's cholesterol, Dr. Chazal said the decision to increase the statin drug the president is taking is, quote-unquote, thoughtful and, quote-unquote, a very reasonable approach. Speaking of the remainder of the laboratory tests, all else is very favorable, Dr. Chazal said. In December 2015, Dr. Harold N. Bornstein, Mr. Trump's personal doctor, released a 4-paragraph letter saying that, if elected, Mr. Trump would be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency. And he's the oldest one. He's 71 years old. And he's healthier than Obama then. And you know, Obama's a pretty fit guy. You seen Obama?
Oh my gosh.
You seen Obama shirtless?
Yeah, he's pretty...
You seen Obama shirtless? Look at this. I'm gonna send it to you. Oh wait. That's the wrong person.
Who did you send that to?
I didn't send it. Okay, here's Obama. Look at him.
Dang, look at him.
Okay.
That looks
Back to this.
photoshopped.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're almost done. So he said.
The healthiest president ever.
Let me see it.
That's so funny.
Okay. Dr. Jackson declined to repeat that statement, saying that it was his job to give you my assessment of President Trump today. And I'm not going to make any comparisons with presidents over the past 200 years or anything, he said. Okay, that's fair because, you know, it's different now. Dr. Jackson said the president sleeps only 4 to 5 hours a night, but he said he was not concerned about it. He said that he rarely sees the president overly stressed, saying that Mr. Trump has a unique ability to just get up in the morning and just reset. He gets up and he just starts a new day. Wow, that's really nice.
That's good.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, same.
I'm in high school and I'm just in like a constant sleepy daze every time I go to school because I can't get my ideal 12 hours of sleep. Asked about reports that Mr. Trump watches numerous hours of television each day, Dr. Jackson said that, as far as he was concerned, he can watch as much TV as he wants. Which is kind of fair, right? Because, like, the president's job kind of comes on a case-by-case basis, right?
Yeah.
Like, stuff comes to him. Mm-hmm. And he can go out, but mainly he's the yes man in the representative republic that we have.
Yeah.
But Dr. Jackson repeatedly expressed concern about the president's sedentary lifestyle, noting that Mr. Trump does not have a dedicated, defined exercise program. So that's one thing Obama has over him, because Obama liked to exercise. Still, he said that the president has a lot of energy and a lot of stamina, and he said he is asking for a nutritionist to consult with the White House chefs to cut calories and fat in dishes served to the president. But he said the president remains healthy. That's good. Okay, and here's the last thing. It's called genetics, Dr. Jackson said. I told the president if he had eaten healthier over the last 25 years, he might live to be 200. Okay. My throat's getting scratchy. So, whether or not you like the president, these results are certainly interesting and shocking. So, thank you for tuning in. Please tell me your opinions down below. Or not, I don't know.
Check out my channel in the description.
Yeah, I'll plug Malcolm in the description. But yeah, please comment, like, and tell me if you got anything more interesting for me to read.
Tell us if you think the results are false or if he's just an idiot and he doesn't actually have any mental problems.
I think they're pretty legit. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, I believe them.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.